Well, hello, my name is Jen Dietz, and I'm telling my quilt story at a meeting of the Arapahoe County Quilters in Centennial, Colorado. Today is February 13th, 2025. And this is my quilt. It is called I Am Enough. I actually made it in 2018, and I only know that because I actually labeled it. Normally, I'm not really good about labeling, but I will be in the future. So when I made this quilt back in 2018, I had only been quilting for probably about maybe 4 years. And it was uh, advertised as a quilt along, um, although I modified that because I don't like following patterns totally. So at the time that in 2018 that I put this together, I was really into art gallery fabrics and everything that was very saturated. So my fabric choices on this particular one um, were along with that very saturated fabric. And I also like using a lot of scrappiness because it's just kind of like me, not necessarily totally put together, but somehow it always works. So this was a sampler quilt in the sense that I got to try a whole bunch of different techniques and different block types that I had not done in the past, to include kind of like the New York beauty blocks and diamonds and trying to figure out circles and all of that. But my very favorite part of this quilt, in addition to where I labeled it, is that I actually put my handprint on the quilt. So I know that we put our love and time and emotion while we're doing our craft of quilting. But for me, it was just really cool to make my handprint, and then I actually put ink all over my hand and stamped it, and then cut it all out and put it onto the quilt. So this quilt actually, it was the first quilt that I ever made to put into a quilt show. So it was in our quilt show at ACQ back in 2018, I believe. And I just, for me at the time, it was just a really great expression of kind of all things fun and colorful and me at the time. So back in 2018, you can just imagine I was like probably 20 pounds lighter. So just imagine that, me telling you this story about it. Um, and the other thing that's really cool about quilting for me and why I really got into it is I used to do scrapbooking. I work in a very stressful, high powered job where I don't get to do a lot of creativity because I deal with a lot of rules. And so quilting is kind of my way to release and let my creativity flow, henceforth, not following the directions on patterns. And so most of everything I create is very bright and fun colors, and almost everything that I create has orange in it because that's just kind of me. So that is my quilt. Thank you.